Next on AMC, an actress who neglects her daughter and a maid whose daughter rejects her race share a tragic fate. Imitation of Life, starring Lana Turner, Juanita Moore, John Gavin, and Sandra Dee. Next on AMC.
It was a saga of love and murder that the entire nation was talking about. The story of a glamorous movie star who became involved with a small-time gangster. As the plot unfolds, the actress's daughter comes into the scene. She sees the boyfriend hurting her mother, so she picks up a knife and she stabs this guy in the back and kills him. It sounds like the plot of some kind of a grade B movie, but this story of love and murder actually happened in real life. The players were Lana Turner, her daughter Cheryl, and a small-time hood by the name of Johnny Stompanato. The inquest was nothing short of sensational, and the public was entertained for weeks with excerpts from the torrid love letters that Turner had written to this guy. The verdict was justifiable homicide in the end, but in the meantime, every fan magazine and scandal sheet in the United States had a field day with this thing. Was it just coincidence that Ross Hunter then offered Lana Turner the lead in a story about a woman's trouble with her daughter? Well, who knows? The movie is Imitation of Life, and it rejuvenated Turner's career and once again pulled Universal International back from the brink of bankruptcy. This is a remake of a story that had been told back in the 1930s. It wasn't a tale of jealousy and murder. It was more a topical issue for the late 1950s. This is the sensitive story of the friendship between a white woman and a black woman and the pain their daughter experiences growing up in a prejudiced society. Here's Lana Turner in Imitation of Life. The subject of race relations was a very sensitive topic back in the late 1950s. It's, of course, unfortunate that it still is today, but we have made some progress, anyway, in the last 30 years. When Imitation of Life was released, the Universal Publicity Department wrote 2 sets of newspaper ads, both of which minimized the more controversial aspects of this story. In the film, Susan Kohner told her mother, "The color line won't stop me, Ma. I'm going to marry white," referring to interracial marriage back in those days was just too risky for most newspapers to attempt. So the line was changed to, "I'm going to pass for white." Even then, one Pittsburgh newspaper refused to run this thing. The studio expected similar problems from Southern papers, so the ads submitted there were even more subdued than the others. In the end, the film had the best kind of publicity. That was word of mouth. It was so strong, in fact, that Imitation of Life became one of Universal's top grossing pictures of the year. Now this.